My name is LLoyd Bell. I'm here today at the Trial Lawyers University. I'm out here to develop some new ideas that I can take home to better serve my clients. I have great respect for the medical community. I have great respect for physicians and other clinicians who do their job well and with passion. But there's a small subset of people who don't do what they're supposed to do, and they cause great harm. And that's the space that I live in. It's really important to connect with your client, but it's also very rewarding. I mean, that's the good stuff about what we do, is that you're able to get into somebody else's life and see things through their eyes and through their perspective. We dress up a lot of what we do in terms of serving other people, and there's definitely that component of our practice, but I see so much reward personally that I feel like they're serving me sometimes. Meeting these clients and learning about their stories and learning about how incredibly resilient they are in circumstances that I just don't believe I would have nearly their strength. It's very reaffirming. You have to go to your client's home, you have to spend time with them, you've got to give them your cell number, be available to talk when they call, for better or for worse, because sometimes clients will lash out at you because you're available and they know they have an audience. But you have to be emotionally available to them. And then that translates when you go to court, because the jury sees your relationship with your client. I want the jury to see the connection I have with my client. I don't want to just have it, I want the jury to understand I have it. Feeling my client's pain, if it's particularly difficult testimony, and feel that connection, that builds my credibility. It helps the jury understand that this is real. It's not a lawyer playing a role, it's a lawyer connected to the client and working to achieve a positive outcome. The message I tell my client before trial, and I remind them during trial, is that we are all part of the jury. We don't look at the jury as some separate entity, but the client is the 13th juror, I'm the 14th juror. So every time we're talking in trial about an experience with an expert or a demonstrative exhibit, I talk about what we can see and tell us. And it's always an inclusive environment with the jury. The most dangerous place you can be as a trial lawyer is to think you've got it figured out, and because you've had some big verdicts, and you start believing your own press. That's a dangerous place, and you will fall on your face at some point. I look at coming to these seminars as sort of recharging my batteries. My colleagues, my family was like, how can you go out to a seminar and participate, and you got all these trials coming up? I'm like, well, this is part of my process. Being around great lawyers with brilliant ideas. Come out and see for yourself. It'll make you a better trial lawyer.